morning or good evening, depending on when you sleep. It's about 2:30 in the morning here. It is morning for me. I go to bed early, I wake up early. It's just my life. But if you don't go to bed until 3 o'clock in the morning, then good evening. Yes, I am hiding in my bathroom since it's so early and all of my children are asleep. But something happened yesterday and I thought that I could film it and explain a little bit more. Maybe it'll help somebody. Also, I'm showing off my awesome nails that I got for my next photo shoot. Look at them, they're awesome. I have a thing for black and red, if you can't tell. Black and red, black and red. My toenails are black and red. My phone's black and red. Yeah. Anyway, so yesterday, as I do every day, I have somebody who calls me and they can only call at certain times of day and they can only talk for a certain amount of time. So, I try and be available for that call because it's important to me. And yesterday was chaos. The kids had half a day at school. When they got out of school, they were hungry. My husband had the day off, so he was hungry for lunch, and I had forgotten all of that. I hadn't gone to the grocery store. I hadn't gone to the farmer's market that I go on Saturday to get like vegetables and stuff. None of it. So I decided that we would go get pizza. There was a new Cece's that opened up, and although I hate Cece's, we thought we could try it. Just so you know, I still hate Cece's. But we walked in to pay, and my youngest, who is 2, got an upset stomach and puked on the floor. So my husband took her outside. My twins, who are 11, stayed with me. I paid, we started to walk in to eat. My eldest daughter decided she wanted to go check on the baby and my husband, so she went outside, and then my son and I were standing in line for pizza. And one thing you'll come to find about my son, I love him. I love all of my kids. He talks like me. And when I say that with the utmost love. We don't shut up. When we're uncomfortable, when we're upset, we talk. It's one of our comforts. So, he's sitting there uncomfortable because his little sister just threw up. His same age sister, she's actually 8 minutes younger, but she'd gone outside, so it was just him and me, and he was upset about something that happened at school, and he really wanted pizza, but he didn't want to eat pizza. He wanted a burger and whatever. Anyway, during this conversation with him, I missed the call. Not only did I miss the call, but the person who tried to call me tried to call back 3 times. I missed all 3 calls, and it sent me into a tailspin. So, my husband comes back in with my daughters, my son gets food, we all sit down, I look at my phone and realize that I've missed the call, and it's the worst feeling in the world. I like having a plan, and when my plans fail or my plans change, most of the time I can handle it really well. Sometimes, like yesterday, I could not. So, I saw that I missed the calls. There's no way for me to call back, and I didn't know what to do because it was an important call, something I needed to do. I needed to talk to that person, and I didn't. So now I have to wait. And I'm not sure if I'll be able to talk to them for another week, which sucks because the thing I needed to say was time sensitive. But the kids ate, they were happy. Husband ate, he was happy. Baby didn't throw up anymore, she was happy. We got in the car, we drove home. At this point, it's like 1:30. And I still have a ton to do. So we get home, we go to the grocery store, we leave the older 2 to clean the house while we grocery shop with the baby. We get back about 3 o'clock now. We had ended up cleaning the car out, dropping off some mail, just doing some errands. So we got back, it was about 3. The twins were hungry. I was making chili for dinner, which was great because I had put it on the crock pot in the morning, and if any of you guys have crock pots, you throw all your stuff in and you leave it. And that's what I did. So when we got home, unloaded the groceries, read to the baby, because I like to read to her before we go and eat dinner, because after dinner she's just crazy. So, we all sat down, we ate dinner, chili and cornbread, which are my men's favorite, and it's really easy for me to make, so it's kind of my favorite too. And my oldest daughter, goes over to my parents' house, who live next door, because she loves to hang out with my parents, and I don't blame her. They're pretty cool. They made me. So, she went over there. My son went out to play on the trampoline. My youngest daughter and my husband went to go feed the chickens and the goats and the horses and all the other animals. I gave up on life. I laid down 5 o'clock in the afternoon and fell asleep. And I was dead to the world. Now, this happens way more often than I'd like to admit. And when I say that, I mean my body just gives up. If my plans don't go to plan, if the day's agenda has changed drastically, if something crazy has happened and I have to go into what I call one of my modes. So I've got mommy mode, obviously super mom there. I've got kitty mode, which is like my adult mode, kind of. It's a different way I act. And then there's just like straight up get shit done mode. And that's what I was in. I'm usually in get shit done mode. And when my plans change, it turns into hibernation, sleep mode. I don't sleep well anyway. I sleep about 4 hours at a time. I try and make myself sleep 8 hours a night, so I wake up after 4 hours and I go back to sleep and I wake up and I go back. Anyway, what I did yesterday was 5 o'clock rolled around. Everybody went outside to do their evening chores and to hang out, and I fell asleep. And I woke up now, 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the morning, completely wide awake, after I've woken up 3 times, realizing that I just went into hibernation mode. So, now it's 2 o'clock, 2:30, 3. I don't know what time it is because I can't see any clocks around here, and there's no clock on my phone while I'm recording. But I don't know why it happens, and I don't know what to do about it other than to just sleep and wake up the next day and feel better. My husband says I have a reset button when I sleep, so I fall asleep, and when I wake up, I'm reset and I'm happy again. I'm a smiley cat. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if anybody else has that problem, that when they get disappointed, their body just gives up on them and they fall asleep. But that's what happens to me. And so now I'm making this video for everybody out in YouTube land to see the reset button works, because now it's 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever clock in the morning, and I'm smiling and I'm happy. Even though I'm awake so fucking early, I'm good. I'm happy. And today's gonna suck. I have to deal with my ex-husband, and that's never fun. I have always tried to be that baby mama ex-wife that in the end I'm the one that's doing the right thing. I try and get him to see the kids. I try and invite him to all of the productions that they do, and school plays, and volleyball, and soccer, and karate, and you name it, and my kids like to do it. And he doesn't show up for any of it. So, now that there is something I want to do, and he doesn't like it, he wants me to show up to a lunch with the children so that he can discuss how he doesn't like our decisions. Mind you, I have tried to be the best at being the mother of my kids, and the best at being a friend to my friends, and family to my family, and when it comes to my enemies, I still try to be the best. I want to be the best enemy, and I want you to hate me because you love me so much. That's where we are right now in his relationship with me. He hates me so much because there's nothing to hate me for. I take care of the children, I work my ass off, I provide everything that I can for them, and I give everything that I have to them, and he can't complain. So he's gonna try, and it's gonna suck. But being up at 2 o'clock in the morning, I now have time to plan it all. What I'm gonna say, what's gonna happen, and It's probably not going to go any way that I planned, but after yesterday's shutdown, who knows? Maybe I will just see my ex-husband for lunch and he'll say something that triggers another shutdown, and I'll just go to bed at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and have my husband take care of the rest of the evening because he's amazing like that. But I think I've ranted long enough for tonight, and I think I'm gonna go crochet. Crocheting calms the nerves, or macrame, either one. But you guys have a wonderful night. I am definitely looking at how to do intros and how to edit videos so that I can have an intro. If you have any suggestions, message me on here or on my Instagram or my Snapchat or my Twitter or my Tumblr. Pretty much everything except Twitter is kitty.tat. My Twitter's just weird, so I'll probably put it in the descriptions below. Have a wonderful night.